Oh yeah. Another thing I wanted to say, how's it going, man? Peace. Is that it's important to get licenses. You know what I'm saying? It's important to get your license game up, whatever it may be. Get your CDL, certified driver's license. Get um, your license to operate a business in the state that you live in. Get the business license that you need to operate a business in the state that you live in, please, because like that's important too. And then you have access to a lot small business loans and different things that you never even heard of that are out there right now that are just unclaimed. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is you know biggest thing for me is to give up. Trying to put this in the right way is to give up your job for your dream. You know, I don't know who all has said this in the past, history, present, or whatever, but um, it's important to not hold on to you know your current job, your current situation. When you have different dreams or avenues or opportunities that are in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would specifically say, like in my situation, I give you a little testimony. Um, I'm out here in 808. I was working at this tour activities place that also rented mopeds. So it was a small shop. Good opportunity for me to learn a small business firsthand. And to be like thrown into a management type position without because a manager, you need to be able to fire people. So I wasn't in a position of firing people, but I was actually operating the business, open and close. You know, which was a difficult thing because this was a type of business to where you you didn't have you had customers that you had to kind of bait and say, hey, here's a flyer, or you're poking your head out the windows, hey, you need a flyer, or hey, I got these different deals, activities. You want to go zip line over Kulua Ranch, or do you want to go look at dolphins, swim with dolphins? Do you want to go on a boat? Want to look for turtles, Turtle Bay? Tour the island, Grand Luau's. Want to go to Polynesian Culture Center? So it's just a lot of stuff. Also, selling mopeds, renting cars, and different things like that, which is incredible. You know, um, and I enjoyed it. But at the same time, after a certain point, it's like, am I learning or maintaining someone else's business? And that's the point where I mean, it is what it is. It's not right or wrong, but you have to decide with your free will. What do I want to do now? Like, what is my future? What is my avenues? Am I doing this for money that is a continuous cycle, or am I looking for um, a future in what I want to do? You know, so I had dreams of entrepreneurship, of like having my own schedule, not necessarily my own business, but my own schedule. You know, um, right now I don't know how to. I mean, I understand business, but I'm still learning how to have my own product or service and provide that because it's. I mean, I'm still in school. I mean, I don't really have the time for all of that. I'm trying. God damn, forget my language, but at the same time, I've learned that there are actually a bunch of good businesses that are out there that are worth investing your time in if it fits you in your life. Like me, I wanted a free schedule. So I thought, oh, Lyft, Uber, those are good ideas. Fixing iPhones, that's a good idea. Providing um, or having access to um, my own virtual franchise into Juice Plus, which provides the largest, one of the largest selling whole food products around the world too, because it's a $1 billion basically online um, way to receive your healthy foods and some of the best foods that are organically grown and that are good for the blood cell. So I was able to kind of partner up with that, and it just really wouldn't have happened if I would have stayed in that job that I was just talking about. If I would have stayed there and maintained that business, then it would have held me back from everything in life that took me and helped me and guided me to where I am and going, and that in my personal life, I put that up to my ancestors and to the family, and to the divine, but it all starts with my thought and my mental and my free will and me saying I got to make a decision, you know. So I would just say, don't just up and quit. If you're not feeling it, have a plan. But at the same time, is when you feel it's time to move on. Start getting your plan together and then make it happen. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. That's all I can say. With me, thankfully, the way I stopped working there is, I had I had a little bit of time, between school to go to another island, to go to Maui, and you know, it was like for 3 days, and it was last second situation. The homies wanted to go. I was like, hell yeah! Then I was just like, I just shot my boss a text and was like, and it was at the same time where I was feeling, like it was a wrap, but I felt like I didn't know how to. A lot of times, you get pressured because like with small businesses, the thing is you feel like the business won't go on if you quit, because you're doing such hard work and you're selling tours and what I'm saying. But the thing is it does. It went on for 15 years before, so it'll go on after. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be afraid to just say like, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? And just be gone. Because at the end of the day, the secret is, you're at the dinner table. You make the whole meal. You make the meal looking good. You put the special herbs, parsley, lemon, and you put some mint, thyme. So you're making some pho, some beef pho. You know what I'm saying? Some good luxury steak tip. You know what I'm saying? You got the mashed potatoes. You got all types of good food. You got the healthy salads with all the peppers and cucumbers and all that good stuff in there, and a good salad dressing and all that good stuff. And you put it out to the table. Everybody eating. Then you get yours, and it's like you get a little bit of everything, but it's like crumbs, crumbs. And so don't be afraid to leave the kitchen and be like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm gonna go make my own plate. It might be smaller in the beginning, but it's gonna be made with my hands, and I'm gonna eat. It's gonna be my portion. It's gonna be what I put into it. I'm not gonna get what you give me after I gave it all to you. Think about that. So just don't be afraid to chunk the deuce, as we say in Texas, where I'm from as well. Shout out. But to be honest, business is the way out. And one last thing, if I can say, is don't be afraid to leave where you live. Don't be afraid to leave where you live. Don't be afraid to leave where you live, because the skills and what you have may basically be worth 100 times more where you are living currently. Not always, but a lot of times it is like that. So I would just say, the United States was made where the states have their own particular, a power and say so, and they run their government a certain way. And if people didn't like it, you would just move to another state. It was as easy as that. Now it ain't that easy, economically at least. I ain't getting into the political, but I understand why it was like that, because nowadays you could go to other different islands, or you could go to other different states or countries in the world and places, and what you have to offer. I'm not going to start naming different skills and sets and businesses and products, because we all know it, but for you to do that, that's you tapping into other markets, which we all know what markets are. You know what I'm saying? So like when you tap into other markets, and then you can have other people, kind of maintaining what you're doing and move on. You know, and this is how franchises are started. And there's a way to do it online, which is a way that I definitely support, even if you are brick and mortar, if you are in the land, or if you are in different actual physical markets with people, shopping. You know, there's 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 1,000 people in this market shopping where you are, but on the internet there's like a couple bill, a couple billion, and in terms of statistics, out of 1,000 people, say you get 1% of those people, that ain't bad. You get 10, but out of 2 billion, 1%, you still doing okay. You can ball in the summer if you save in the winter, you know. So yeah, just get busy. One last time. Peace. All love.